Yeah, so we're just going to do a bit on the obliques, these side ab muscles here. Okay, these side ab muscles, what we call the external obliques. We're just going to do it in an ab crunch version, coming up here and back. Again, I will emphasise it's a tiny little turn, but I will emphasise this as we go, especially if you do build onto the speed ones later on. So let's start from the beginning. So there's going to be a few different levels as always with Pilates. We're going to go, obviously, get the neck, shoulders right, and the back. Obviously, with the neck, I will emphasise this. We're going straight to this with all of it, basically. I will say if you're struggling to get your head down, use these, like pads or whatever, so you haven't got so far to come up each time. But after all that, if it hurts, there is stuff with the tongue to the roof of the mouth, but I might do that on another one, but it's too complicated. But I'll just leave it. There's other exercises to do. You don't have to do every single one. There's other ones we can do. But yeah, I'm going to go for it quite a lot of detail to modify, as with all Pilates. So there's going to be, I will go for a gentle head nod, cerebral flexion to protect the neck, and we're going to use fingertips. Some will be able to use them without pulling on the neck, but I'm just going to stick to that procedure. Because even like a couple of people doing it, it's too many. Because it ends up like one of them ab cradles, the old ab cradles. When I first started years ago, they used to have them. But yeah, and terrible. End up just pulling the arms and wrenching the neck to get the reps out. So yeah, I'm digressing there. So the levels will be from our base position here. So yeah, I will say jester's toes there. That'd be like a second layer-ish. Takes out a little bit of the pelvic floor, totally optional. Okay, or here. Okay, then 3 levels. So if I say just feet flat on the floor, if you want like level 2, jester's toes, okay, like that, feet off the floor, adds a little bit of instability. Then there's feet off the floor with these ones here. You can go take knees all the way back towards the body, or keep the knee in line with hip each time you're doing this turn. Okay, so knee in line with hip, perfect tabletop, or knees all the way back towards the body to help you maintain a flat back. Okay, I'll emphasise this as we go. Then there is quadruple, double time breath, quadruple breath, and 6-tuple breath. Again, it's a bit like staccato breath in 100, Pilates 100. A lot of breathing. They're all the double time, quadruple, and 6-tuple breaths are quite hard. You're going 6 out, 6 in, or 2 out, 2 in, whatever it is. Quite hard, faster pace. I'm going to emphasise slow speed on them first 3. The first one off the foot of the floor, like a singular 1 out. Then if it's double time, quadruple breath, and 6-tuple breath even, not a word you say every day, it's speed. So I would be extra careful, I'll say this as we go anyway, to take your feet higher than lower, because we're talking about maintaining the flat back the whole time. Okay, so we can gather and get the course in. We don't, so yeah, be extra careful because of the speed as well. We'll be doing them, there'll be less control. It's harder because of that, because it's more instability. So it goes against the grain, like saying doing everything slow is harder. With this, that is harder because we're doing it fast pace. It's a harder level, definitely. There's lots more instability, so it works the core more for that reason. And also for that reason, I always say anyway, soft joints. I keep the sort of Tai Chi principles, as it were. So basically, there's locked on a joint, there's just shy of locking out. So same with your knee, there's locked, there's just shy of locking out. Okay, so I would say specifically on that double time, quadruple breath, and 6-tuple breaths, I would definitely say about not locking out. If you want to be extra careful on them ones, if you're on them, the hard ones, you might want to just shorten the range of your leg at the end of that the end of that extension. So the end of the extension is there, soft knee and back, without locking there. There's locking, we don't want to be there, just shy of locking out. Because there's a lot of speed going on, you might lock out. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to be a bit more bent then straight, do it. Okay, shorten the range basically, rather than doing a load here and you know you actually end up locking out because it's just shy of locking out. Just be a bit bent at the end, you know, rather than sort of there, you could be sort of back here again, or shorter if need be. So I'll emphasise this as we go. It's pretty much the same principles of everything you do in Pilates. This exploit the range, speed, and tempo. Obviously, we're doing it at a faster pace, so it's going against the grain of what you normally say. But anyway, because it's a harder level. So let's start with the breathing. So yeah, and I will say about these, if you want to use these, you can't get your head down, use them. You haven't got so far to come up and down. But like I say, it doesn't work for your neck, don't go there. So let's digress. Another thing I will say, tiny motion. So when you're turning, not elbow to knee. Okay, not elbow to knee. It's not like a gym one, nothing wrong with them, sport specific and stuff, you know, if it's boxing or something, you might need that. But we're going everything from modifications, people with injuries, etc. So it'd be a tiny little turn off the plumb line of the body and back. Okay, and also if you're doing loads of fast ones, you know, you don't want to be here, especially if you've got back injuries. So it'd be small motions, okay, because you've already got your obliques in anyway, external obliques. So why go that extra here? Do you know what I mean? Unless it's like a sport specific thing, etc. Okay, so let's get into it. I'll say that as we go anyway. So we're just going to come into this position. If this doesn't agree with you, then go to another position. We're all different shapes and sizes. Sometimes it doesn't agree with, you know, everyone, because it's the opposite of what we normally do in Pilates. We're compressed here. We're compressing this area between the ribs and the hips. So that's why it's a good one, because we have to gather in to get our corset muscle, our powerhouse, our girdle of strength, our transverse abdominis 3 layers deep. So for that reason, it's good for this breathing, shoulders down, as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals right now. You're going to breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. You're sort of blowing out a candle through pursed lips as you keep zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals right now. Keep breathing in through the nose whenever you like and exhaling through pursed lips. So you're sort of blowing out a candle through pursed lips. Lovely. As you keep zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals, keep breathing in through the nose whenever you like, and exhaling through pursed lips. Lovely. And just allow that simplicity to relax the mind at will to start. And as you keep doing that, you'll find the breath goes anywhere but your belly buttons. Okay, it's going nowhere apart from our lower lobes of lungs. It doesn't go into our belly buttons, it goes into them lower lobes of lungs. It can only do that because as we're zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out abdominals right now, that breath goes anywhere but our belly buttons. It goes into our lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but our stomachs. Okay, it can only go there because there's nowhere else the breath to go, apart from into the lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but our stomachs. So keep breathing into them fish gills wide and full, 3D style. Keep breathing in organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep, into them lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but our stomachs. Lovely. It's what we call lateral thoracic breathing in Pilates, as you're zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals right now. Keep breathing in to that accordion the ribs wide and full. This is going to help us use our pelvic floor and our corset muscle wrapping around our spine in the most efficient manner. Our transverse abdominis, our corset muscle, in the most efficient manner, helping us breathe right now anywhere but our belly button. So just keep breathing into them lower lobes of lungs, allowing that simplicity to relax your mind. Lovely. Even imagine someone's opening an umbrella inside your ribcage and letting go, or someone's just pushing up from inside your ribs and letting go. That lovely, free, expansive breath. Keep breathing in organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep, into them lower lobes of lungs, intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but your stomachs. You can imagine someone's wrapped a scarf tightly around your ribs and you breathe into that scarf wide and full. Just add in width to the lungs as you breathe in and length to the out breath as you exhale through pursed lips. Lovely. Remember that resonant out breath will work like a cough or sneeze. Will help everything come in towards the spine, help you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals without even trying or try not to try. That lovely resonant out breath. Just keep breathing for the nose and exhaling through pursed lips. Lovely. So that's the best position to get that breath into the lower lobes of the lungs there. Breathing in, coming out. So from here, we're going to take that to the floor and go straight in. Remember, feet flat on the floor or just as toes. So I'll go for them two like layers really to start off with, totally optional. Okay, and we'll give this option on the floor, then we take the feet off the floor. So let's do that right now, but what we're going to do is get ourselves in the right position. Remember, you've got these, you have to struggle putting your head on the floor. You know, so people with kyphosis sometimes bad, you know, can't do it. Older people will really struggle sometimes. So you've got these there, or, you know, if you don't need them, don't need them. Lovely. So from here, base position, feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Again, I'm not going to overcook it. Feet in line with your sit bones, you know your legs are aligned. Okay, knees in line with hips there. Lovely. Again, they're not too front near the buttocks, not too far out, just at the front of your knees. Legs are aligned basically there. Again, your base position here. So let's go to the neck, the shoulders. Okay, we're getting the neck in the right position because everything's head of the floor with these. Like I say, if it even with this head of the floor, even with this gentle head nod, if your neck, you feel it at the back, don't even go there. Okay, that aggravates, don't go there. There's other exercises. So let's go to the head. So shoulders are down. We'll do cerebral flexion to start off with. So while you're there, we're going to do a very gentle head nod as you breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to just do a very gentle head nod, breathe in and exhale, let go. Lovely. So when you're ready, very gentle head nod, breathing in, maintain that. And exhale, let go. Allow that nose to float back to its own natural, neutral position. Then we go again when you're ready. Very gentle head nod, breathing in, maintain that. Exhaling up, allow that nose to float back to its own natural, neutral position, leaving contact at the moment with your head on the floor, and just elongating through the back of the neck. Breathe in, nod the head, exhale, let go. Lovely. Like you're not at an auction, you're watching the bug on the ceiling. When you do take the head off the floor, you're going to maintain this. Okay. But again, let's go for the shoulders next, then our back down there. Okay. So from there, we're just going to press very gently in towards the ground with the fingertips. We're going to breathe in, take the shoulders all the way up towards the ears. If we press in with the fingertips, this helps engage the serratus muscle around the rib cage, which helps with shoulder girdle stabilisation. So we press very gently in, we breathe in, shoulders all the way up towards the ears, breathing for the nose. Then exhale through pursed lips as we reach for the heels and we allow the weight of the world to come off our shoulders towards our heels. And we simply relax and let go. Okay, again, we can do all this thing, we're going in the middle, wherever, but again, it gets too overcomplicated. Just allow yourself to relax and allow them shoulders to spread out like sand on the floor. Lovely. It's all overactive in these upper traps, we don't want them to take over. Then from them, we're going to come to our back. So when you're ready, on the exhale, we're going to just flatten out our back as we zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. Through pursed lips, nice resonant out breath. Breathe in for the nose, just to let go. Allow your spine to release, relax, and release, relax, and let go. I will emphasise, don't arch your back there, okay? Just let it go back to its natural position. Then we exhale through pursed lips, zip up and scoop out your abdominals as we flatten out our back also. And we breathe in to let go and allow your spines to release, relax and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready. Remember, resonant out breath as we exhale through pursed lips. We zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. And breathe in for the nose just to let go and allow your spines to release, relax and lengthen as you let the breath go for a while. And when you're ready to start to breathe in and motion again, we exhale through pursed lips as we zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. We flatten our back also. Then we breathe in through the nose just to let go. Allow your spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready. We start to breathe in again when you're ready. We exhale through pursed lips as we zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. And we breathe in through the nose just to let go. Allow your spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready. You'll find they go together like a chain reaction. Okay, the pelvic floor corset and flatten out the back. They go together like a chain reaction. And we breathe in to let go. We do everything from a flat back imprint today. Okay, lovely. Then you allow your spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Space at the end of the breath. You can focus on that. And you can just let the breath go for a while. And when you're ready to go again, you go again. So with that, we'll take it in to our oblique twist or crisscross, whatever you want to call it. So remember, you've got the jester's toes there or flat feet. Okay, see what suits you. 2 levels already. Takes a little bit of stability to the pelvic floor. Not much, but it's a little layer. Okay, optional. Okay, so when you're ready, again, no breathing yet. We're just going to nod the head. Okay, just natural breathing at the moment. Okay, slightly different. Just 2 breaths here. Then when you're ready, we start the breathing. Maintain this gentle head nod and flat back. We exhale up. Eye line between the knees. There's a space at the end of the breath. We focus on that. And then when you're ready, we breathe in, come back down. Still looking to maintain this gentle head nod and flat back until the head touches the floor. You allow our spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready. So when you're ready, we let the breath go for a while, natural breathing. When you're ready, tuck the chin in, shoulders down. As we exhale up, still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and your flat back. The space at the end of the breath, we focus on that. And we breathe in, come back down, still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back. Until the head touches the floor, we allow our spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Now again, fingertips at the back of the head. You could stick to that, but again, tuck the chin in, fingertips behind the head. So when you're ready, tuck the chin in. Again, cerebral flexion. We exhale. We just turn slightly off the plumb line of the body. Remember, it's not elbow to knee. It's a tiny turn off the plumb line of the body. Again, space at the end of the breath. We focus on that. And we breathe in, come back down, still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back till the head touches the floor. You allow our spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready. Remember the other side, alternate. Tiny little turn of the plumb line of the body, fingertips. As we tuck the chin in, gentle head nod, shoulders down, exhaling up to the opposite side. Looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back. The space at the end of the breath, focus on that. Then we breathe in, come back, still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back till the head touches the floor. We allow our spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready. So when you're ready, fingertips to the back of the head, tuck the chin in, shoulders down. Exhale, turn slightly off the plumb line of the body. Space at the end of the breath, focus on that. We're breathing, coming back, still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back until the head touches the floor. We allow our spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready. So when you're ready, tuck the chin in, fingertips to the back of the head, exhaling up, turning slightly off the plumb line of the body. Then breathing, coming back, still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back until the head touches the floor. Allow our spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready at your speed. Again, gentle head nod, fingertips to the back of the head. Exhale, slightly off the plumb line of the body. Okay, space at the end of the breath, focus on that. We're going to breathe in, come back, still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back till the head touches the floor. Allow our spines to release, relax, and lengthen. Then we go again when you're ready. Space at the end of the breath, you can focus on that and relax for a while. okay? But when you're ready to go again, tuck the chin in, fingertips to the back of the head. All in that space at the end of the breath, and we exhale up, slightly off the plumb line of the body. Space at the end of the breath, we focus on that, and we breathe in, come back as we line up again. Still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back till the head touches the floor. You allow your spines to release, relax and lengthen, and that space at the end of the breath. Them spaces each way are optional to you. You spend longer at the top when the tension's on, that'll be harder. You spend longer on the floor and the spine's lengthening, you can do that. You can even let the hands go and relax for a while. Come back into it when you like and start the breathing when you're ready. Okay, remember it's your speed and tempo at the moment. At the moment while we're doing these, slow as harder, fast as easier, especially in what we call the negative phase of these exercises. That lowering down phase of all these exercises is the hardest part. So you really exploit that speed and tempo to make it as easy or as hard as you like. Slow as harder, fast as easier, especially in that negative phase at the end, you're lowering down. Okay. Again, only makes it as easy or as hard as you like, the speed and tempo and the modifications we're going to give. Lovely job. Now again, you've either got here or feet flat on the floor. If you want to make it a little bit harder, here. Okay, same deal. Again, Baddha Konasana here. Like I say, if it's hard to flatten out your back, you bring your heels in towards the body. If you find that hard, you can always take your feet further away from the body. But again, if it mucks up your back, you don't feel right, don't go there. Again, let's do a couple here before we go off the floor. So again, when you're ready, there's no rush here. Space at the end of the breath. Go back in when you're ready. Fingertips, gentle head nod, all in that space at the end of this breath. Then we start again. Exhaling up as we flatten out the back. Maintain that gentle head nod, turn off the plumb line of the body. Space at the end of the breath, we focus on that. Then we breathe in, come back. Still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back till the head touches the floor. You allow our spines to release, relax and lengthen. Then we're going to alternate when you're ready. You let the hands go, have a little rest, cup of tea, whatever it is, and go back in when you're ready. Fingertips, gentle head nod in that space at the end of the breath. Then we exhale to the opposite side. Slightly off the plumb line of the body. Focus on that space at the end of the breath. And we breathe in, come back, still looking to maintain that gentle head nod and flat back till the head touches the floor. We allow our spines to release, relax and lengthen. So we take it up to the first level, feet of the floor. Still slow tempo, last one with a slow tempo to make it harder. Layer 4 or level 4. Remember, knees can come all the way back to make it easier to maintain a flat back, or knees stop and start in this tabletop each time to make it harder to maintain a flat back. Okay, so it's like a 5 level. So when you're ready, fingertips to the back of the head, breathing's the same. Watch the shoulders, okay? Fingertips are up, shoulders down. Gentle head nod maintained. When you're ready, exhaling, slightly the plumb line of the body, and keep the legs still to start if you like. Space at the end of the breath, we focus on that. Then we breathe in, come back, still looking to maintain that gentle head on and flat back till the head touches the floor. We allow our spines to release, relax and lengthen. Then we go again. Suck the chin in, shoulders down. Exhale, slightly off the plumb line of the body. The space at the end of the breath, we focus on that. We breathe in, come back down. So looking to maintain that gentle head on and flat back till the head touches the floor. We allow our spines to release, relax and lengthen. And when you're ready, if you want to take it on a little bit further, again, it's a very gentle head nods. Shoulders down as we exhale up. Hinge your middle back, shoulders off the floor. As we turn slightly off the plumb line of the body, we extend the opposite leg out of the bent one we turn to. Space at the end of the breath, we focus on that. And we breathe in, come back. Again, get it right, the soft knees if you're going up a level here. Okay, be aware of where that is. Only as low as you can maintain a flat back when that leg's extended. Rather, any hesitation, take your legs higher. Rather, you're a bit higher of a flat back than vice versa. So when you're ready, we can all take to the other side. Tuck the chin in, fingertips to the back of the head. Exhale, slightly off the plumb line of the body. Again, I'm doing the same side. No, I'm not. Exhale out. Yes, I am. We're going to breathe in, come back. So looking to maintain that flat back and gentle head nod. Then we alternate to the other side when you're ready. Space the end of the breath. Take as long as you like. Let the hands down if you like. Or go straight away. Exhaling up. Return to the other leg. Remember that leg extended. Soften the knee joint. No lower than you can maintain a flat back. Take it high if need. Breathe in, come back. Okay. Now again, if you do want to make it a little bit harder, we stay up there. Okay, so we can do that for any of them. Okay, gentle head nods, all on between the knee. Exhale, we stay up there. Breathe in, come back. Knees all the way back, or knees in line with hips. And a perfect tabletop to make it harder. Exhale, breathing in, coming back. Space at the end of the breath, we focus on that. Then we exhale, breathing, come back. Now again, bring the legs in. Totally optional now. Have a little bit of a move round. Free up the hips, figure eight style, same direction, it doesn't really matter. Hula hoop size, half penny pin size, it doesn't really matter. So from there, okay, we're going to go straight into double time breath. Like I say, slight of the plumb line of the body. It's not elbow to knee, because if you're doing these fast motions, so there's only as I would go a little bit higher than lower to make sure you don't arch the back, because it's fast motions now. If you want to be a little bit softer on the knee, so there's a soft joint there, just shy of locking out. Be a bit extra soft on that knee to make sure you don't lock out all of a sudden with the speed, then that's fine. Okay, so from here, double time breath to start, totally optional. Again, tuck the chin in, all on between the knees. Here's where we stay. So it's so it's out, in. Again, it's it's up. It's up. It's got its cardio element, so you want to do the sprint before we stop. Again, you can do it. So lovely. So that's double time. So I'm putting release stretches in there. Again, we can just roll around in a circle one way, feel the release on the lower back, the glutes, the buttocks, roll around one way, side to side. Now, whatever you like, you can just move around the hips, figure eight style, the same direction. Again, if you want to sort of, you can always roll this head around, so opposite hand, opposite knee, opposite side of our knees with our head. Optional, just have a little bit of a roll round. Again, massages the glutes there, mobilises that lumbar region of the spine. Optional. Get up and have a stretch. If you feel anything tight, you do that. Again, because they're release stretches to release what we've done. So nothing's set in stone, but again, when if you do want to go up a level, again, there's about 10 different sort of layers there, should I say. Then the last few, you've got quadruple and 6-2 again. So we go. So one up, you have one up. Remember, options, knees all the way back to help you maintain a flat back, or knees in line with hips each time. Okay, and it's perfect tabletop with all these. Remember, slight of the plumb line of the body, not elbow to knee. Okay, legs a bit higher of knee because there's a lot more speed there, a bit more soft in the knee. Okay, with these harder versions, rather than straighter, so you don't completely lock out with the speed. When you're ready, tuck the chin in, fingertips to the back of the head, shoulders down, eye line between the knees, hinge at the back, shoulders off the floor. When you're ready, quadruple, shall I say? When you're ready, it's if you want to do the sprint at the end, it's got its cardio element to the end. When you're ready, it's I lost it then. Let's go four. It is. It's very advanced that. And bring the legs back in. Again, whatever stretch you like. If you want to do a few of them, do a few of them. Again, move around the hips for great style. Again, you could go on forever with them, but I think you've run out of breath. Lovely. And then from there, just roll from side to side. They're all double numbers because obviously it's double legs to get too confusing. Unless you're doing 2 legs at the same time. But again, just roll from side to side. They get too confusing then. Roll from side to side, have that space. That's where you get your quality. Okay. Again, a heart, a beat, then it rests. So same here. To get that quality, especially if you're doing these harder levels. 6-2 pull, right? So again, quite advanced. Lots, as you see, I mean, if you've got injuries in the back, I wouldn't even go there with these, to be honest with you. But I'm just whacking them in. If people are doing Pilates for a while, fancy it, they can always do that. So when you're ready, remember, soften the knee joint. One leg up, the other leg up. So from here, say, remember, coming back to the knees each time. That's harder to maintain a flat back, or knees all the way back towards the body. That's easier to maintain a completely flat back. Okay, to see what suits you. That leg's extended. I'd rather you be a little bit higher than lower. Okay, to maintain a flat back, no arch basically. And if you want to be a little bit soft on the knee, with the speed you can do to make sure you don't lock out in the joint. When you're ready, shoulders down, tuck the chin in, gently nod the head, should I say. Tuck the chin in there, shoulders down, fingertips to the back of the head. Hinge your middle back, shoulders off the floor, your eye lines between the knees. That's going to help your peripheral vision. Your neck is in time and space. When you're ready, so 6-2 pull. So when you're ready, it's a there's your 6, then it's a, and then it's 6 out, so it's a, and again, that's enough of that. Again, I'll leave that one with you. So the more, obviously with the double time, quadruple time and 6-2 pull, very advanced, lots of instability. Again, very similar actually for when you teach people how to kick when you get off the floor, when you're doing a long combat. But I'm digressing. So yes, tiny motions. You're really working with micro movements, nearly micro movements, small motions, because you don't want to be doing that too fast if you hurt your back, etc. Like I say, that there'll be more really sport specific stuff if you're going to do it for speed. There's quite a lot of fast twitch stuff going on there, but again, I mean, you got any injuries, I would just leave the double time, etc. out. Personally, I would. I think you're more like a sportsman. That might suit. It's quite advanced, that stuff. If you're doing them, I'll emphasise it once more. Turn off the plumb line of the body. So the imaginary plumb line of the body is down here. You're just turning slightly off here, not going elbow to knee. Okay, each time, because that would really, you might do in sport specific maybe, yeah, because that's how you punch in. But and again, nothing specifically sport specific is wrong, to be fair, because every sport's a cost for a certain benefit on the body. But we're all going function here. So yeah, small motions. Gentle head nod maintained. Flat back's the big one there. So be up here. If you do start it, you want to be up there with a soft knee, soft knees. There's just shy of locking out like normal. You want to be extra careful. Bang. So that was the end of that. There's about 10 different ones there. You could go on forever with that breathing. Could go on forever that, but hey ho. Bang. Lovely.